Oh, so basically, I'm doing my first live. I don't expect anybody to be in the chat room because I've never done one before, and I'm a small channel. The only reason that I'm doing this is because I have something to say on a topic that I saw on a video. Um, and it was about dating apps. And some of the comments that I saw on underneath the video, it made me want to do a live and just like basically go off on oh hi hi Big D. How you doing? How's Chopper? I hope Chopper's good. Um I'm discussing some dating apps today, Big D. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with any of them. He's good? Oh good. Did you come out with any videos recently, Big D? Or are you uploading any more videos? And how's your sister doing? I can't wait for her new video to come out so that I can follow her. So basically, what we're talking about is dating apps and also whether social media. Oh, good. I'm glad to know that she's doing good, and she's still studying Korean too. She might actually want to put some. She might want to put some Korean lessons or something on her channel. I think that would be good. Oh, she's gonna put some Korean on her channel. Excellent. I'm glad. I was going to make my channel like a channel with Chinese language, a little bit of that, but I don't know what happened. I just veered off course. Yeah, I veered off course with that. So I don't know. Maybe I will put more Chinese lessons and stuff on my channel since I speak it pretty good, but I still make mistakes in the language. So but I do want to just get back on topic just a little bit. I just wanted to basically go live, and like I said, this is my first live, so I was a little nervous. But Christopher, before he left YouTube, thank you for the like as well, Big D. Um, he basically encouraged me to go live. So I really have a lot of topics that I really wanted to discuss, but I never did because I was nervous. Um, hey, Sunny, how you doing, girl? Okay, you're gonna go ahead and keep YouTubing. All right, Big D. Thank you for stopping by, though. So yeah, Sunny. What I was doing is I was gonna get into the topic of, hey, Erica, how's it going? Oh, and if everybody doesn't know each other in here, make sure that you guys are networking, okay, and supporting each other. So, what I was talking about today is whether or not social media is actually ruining people. I got on a basically a video, and oh, okay. Well, I do that too, girl. I'll be working, and since I work from home, since I work from home, I sit here with my work computer on one end, and I sit here with this my HP on the other hand, and I'm watching YouTube videos. When the calls are slow, girl, please. I get in here and I do what I do between calls. Exactly. Yes. It's boring if you don't have nothing to do and you're just sitting there basically waiting on a call. Why not watch a video or do what you got to do? Okay, okay, Big D, that sounds good. When she gets home from school, let her know. But yeah, I personally thought that this video was ridiculous because basically, what you have here is a girl that actually met a guy on a dating app. Okay, and and I don't get this where people say that they really feel like and can you guys hear me okay, because on this HP sometimes the audio goes in and out and I'm busy talking and nobody can hear me. So If you guys can't hear me, just let me know in the chat here, and then I'll probably have to go live on the phone or something. Um, but basically, on this dating app, what happened was she met this guy who, who she thought was the perfect guy, was the dream guy, right? And they talked on the phone for, oh, okay, you can hear me good? Thank you, Big D. So they talked on the phone basically for a long time. Like she said, every day. Um, yes. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you said that, Sonny. It stems from too much, thank you, too much social media and overthinking. And what's weird about that is that they're overthinking, but they're not overthinking enough in the right direction. Because think of it this way. She said that she was actually with this guy every day. So you got a guy blowing up your phone every single day, and you don't see anything wrong with that. And if she was maybe doing a little bit of overthinking, she might have saw that as a red flag. Because let me tell you, honey, no guy is gonna sit up there if they're saying now and call you all day, every day, and talk to you for hours. You gotta wonder, first of all, is this does this guy have a job? And I'm surfing your brainwaves. So you were thinking that too. Yeah. You have to wonder, does he have a job? And if he doesn't have a job, maybe you on his mind a little too much. And I think that a lot of times, a lot of women fall into that trap. Okay, I'll be there, Big D, when you go live tonight. And I feel like a lot of women fall into that trap. What happens is they're so busy trying to find a guy that they dream about, and he calls me, um and he calls me every day, and he says this and he says that. And I remember writing a little comment on the comment section stating that, you know um if you're looking for a dream guy, then you're never going to find him, because it is a dream. And a lot of times, like you were saying, overthinking, Sonny, when you overthink in the wrong direction, where a guy has to be something off of these lifetime movie networks, where you got the strings in the background and all of this stuff, and oh, it's so perfect, it is so wonderful, and then you're actually looking for that in reality. A lot of times you're not going to find it, but what you are going to find is a lot of nutcases that are willing to go ahead and provide you with a Hallmark Channel. Yes, because I was looking for the right channel. It's Hallmark Channel. Thank you, Sonny. Where they have all of those falling into the arms, or she works at a cafe and he came for a coffee, and that's not reality. And you better believe that a lot of these lunatics out here on these dating sites or social media sites, they know that this is what women are looking for. And so they're going to be everything that you dream and want, because they have an ulterior motive. And the sad thing is that a lot of these women are so desperate to go ahead and find that man, because either they've been mistreated by men, so now they want somebody who's going to take care of them and be there for them, or they've never had a stable relationship, even if they weren't mistreated, and that's how they go on these dating sites looking for this. And I feel like social media has ruined people to the point where they're constantly on the internet searching and looking for something that's not there. Because let's be real, if a guy like I was saying earlier, is sane and in his right mind, he gonna be like, listen, girl, I'm into you. I like you. Okay. But here's how it's gonna be. I don't like this. I'm not gonna be calling you every day because I got a life myself. And that's not to be mistaken for guys who are just like complacent. They're like, um, I don't really care about this girl, but I'm gonna string her along because you got those too. And I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But a real you'll know what's real by the way they act. It's a big, big red flag when they're always around you and always wanting to spend time with you. Yes, exactly. They see social media as a safety zone or safety tool. Basic laws of attraction require physical presence. That's true. They do see social media as a safety zone or a safety tool. Because they feel like, well, you don't have to be right there in front of them, so it's safer. But the thing is, it's not safer because the weirdest thing is that people can be whatever they want on the internet. So, as a matter of fact, I don't know, Sonny, if you've ever watched catfishing, where people are being catfished every day. So they may think that they're talking to a male when they're actually talking to a woman, and it does. They do that all the time. So they can be whatever they want to be on the internet. So you don't really know who you're talking to. And even though they say that they have this reverse imagery where you can run the image through online to see if they got it from somewhere, even if they're just even if they're just going ahead and yeah, you were just thinking about master catfish. Exactly. And they do that all the time, catfishing people. So, and even if they're using their real picture, is it a current picture? I've noticed a lot of people who are old using pictures of like when they were younger. And then when people go to see them or say what's up, you know, it's an old person. So you could be whatever you want online. And a lot of people, I don't think they're really, paying attention to a lot of things online because they're so busy trying to fulfill some kind of fantasy for themselves. Or a lot of women are so scared of the title single. They're so scared of the title single that they are going to go ahead and just pick or mess with anybody, whether they're right for them or not. And they put themselves in dangerous situations because what eventually happened in this video was the fact that she started dating this guy, okay? And I don't know, when you look at the picture of this dude, you could see in his eyes that he's crazy, but she didn't see that. All she saw was what she wanted. So she started dating him. And what happened was exactly. Yes. Yep, Sonny, they are careful about ways to catch them. And they do tend to be folks who are feeding on the emotional energy they siphon off the communication. Exactly. And that's how come a lot of these people with mental illnesses like narcissism, sociopaths, things like that, they do that. They feed off of the emotional energy. So and they do little techniques too. Like for instance, they'll do something that's called moonlighting. So they'll give them a bunch of attention for maybe the first couple of weeks, and then they start to pull back and they feed off of the fact that the person is distressed and don't and can't talk to them or whatever. Oh, hey girly girl, how you doing? Thanks for supporting my small live. I know it's small. I don't have a big channel, but I did want to get on here and just get this off my mind. What is Duper's Delight? Hey girl. But what is Duper's Delight though? Because I'm pretty much a novice when it comes to some of the slang things. Dupe is delight. But yeah, what I was saying is actually what was I saying? Oh yeah, about Sunny when she says they siphon the they feed off the emotional energy and they do. So it's basically a technique that they do to where once they moon bomb you or whatever, they pay a lot of attention to you at first. and then they start to pull away. And then they feed off of the energy from the other person either being upset because they won't talk to them or whatever. And then that gives them the energy that they need. Um gonna have to add that to your gift list. Add what, Sonny? Enlighten me, girl, because I'm lost. But they do, they feed off that negative energy, and you'll be surprised how many other people are doing it. And the problem is too is that they watch you for a long time. So they may have your social media pages, and they may be going through that. They'll watch you before they even try to make a move to know whether you're good enough prey for them to be able to take advantage of. And that's what's so scary. And when I saw some of the comments in there, there were people actually justifying what he did because he dated this girl and then started stalking her. And then when she decided that she did not want to be with him anymore, he threatened her son and then choked her out. And if it wasn't for three men around that truck, she would have been dead today. Okay, girly girl said, when people are masters at manipulating others' lies, actions, etc., they make the target feel stupid for falling for their mess. Long story short, yes, yes, girly girl, you're absolutely right because what happens is they want to put them in this psychological and emotional loop that they can't get out of. So they'll take the victim and they'll start to try to make the victim second guess themselves. Okay, you didn't see me do this, or you didn't hear me do this, or the problem lies with you. And then when they are actually exposed for who they are, then they start to say, well, you're stupid because you fell for it, or how is it that you didn't see that I was doing this or that and the third. And that exactly gaslighting, Sonny, because they start to try to manipulate your reality and start to make you feel like you don't know anything. And I actually did watch that movie because I didn't know where that came from, that phrase gaslighting. So I did look it up, and it said that it came from that old movie where they would where every night he would do things like turning the light down and then lying and saying that she's going crazy and he didn't turn the light down. And that's what people do. And I've had that. I'm gonna admit something. I you know didn't know that I was at a time being manipulated um, by narcissists in my life as well. I would constantly say, well, you said this or you did that. I remember you have a clear recollection of what happened. And they will sit there with a straight face and tell you that did not happen. Or they will take pieces of the truth and they will put it in there and say, well, that did happen, but the way you perceived it was wrong. And you're like, no, I'm pretty sure about what happened. And they will be constant. Okay. Oh, okay, Big D. Awesome. How old is Chopper going to be? And then they will sit there with a straight face and they're so convinced in their own lie and gaslighting you that you start to second guess yourself until you step back out of the situation and be like, no, I know what happened. And I'm not going to sit there and allow you to play with my intelligence or my mind. Yes, husbands moving the wife's keys and shoes and wanted to think that she lost her memory. All sorts of sick. Yes, and that's what people do. And I even looked up a documentary, Girly Girl and Sonny, where it said that there was a man that was actually awesome, Big D. Get him a big bone. And that was actually married to a narcissist. And what she would do is she would take the batteries out of the remote that he knew he put in there and would hide them and tell him that he's losing his mind and that no, he must have misplaced them. And that would actually drive that man crazy. And she actually he actually thought that he was going crazy until he broke up with her and realized where she hid all of those batteries. It really takes a really sick mind to actually contemplate things like that and actually do that. Yeah, it is deep. It's really a deep psychological abuse. And so when people are allowed to use the internet to basically cover themselves up and be whatever they want, you become more of a target on the internet because they're taking on different personas that they're totally not. And that's why I was upset as well when I saw some of the comments on that video. And I'm gonna go back and get the video and post it in the description box later, because he tried to kill her. And they were saying, people within there saying, well, you meet people who are sick and retarded and blah 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 offline too. Yes, you do, but more chances of it being online. It's more chances of you finding these people online because they know they can hide who they really are. So you can't sit there and try to justify that and say, well, let's sweep it under the rug and say it happens offline as well. Most times when you're offline and you're communicating with a whack job, you recognize it right off the bat because you see their actions. You see the qualities of the person that makes you step back and be like, wow, look how he's acting. But online, you don't see that. All you basically see is words in an email or a DM or whatever communications that you're having with this person. And a lot of people will say, well, we Skype. But if you think about it, this person knows that you're going to Skype them at a certain time. So they're going to put on a little front. We're going to put on that front until they're off of that Skype. Now, what are they doing before that or after that? And that's what makes it so much harder to be able to see who's a predator and who's not, unless you're really thinking about what's going on. Exactly. You have their presence or reality to look at. Exactly. But when you're online, it takes that away and you don't have that. You're not able to look at that. Um, so I think that social media is really ruining people in the sense that it's making them more of a victim for lunatics. And a lot of time, and all you have to do too is just look at some of those older shows to catch a predator and how a lot of those men lied about being 15 years old or 16 years old, just to get little girls. This is happening all the time. And what's sad is that social media was supposed to be a platform that was supposed to be positive. It was supposed to be for people to actually get in touch with friends or family that they have not met, for or haven't seen in a while. And it just seems like it has taken a bad turn. Um, and a lot of times people feel like it's easier to just get online and meet people, but you don't know who you're meeting. You know, um, and then if it's not a dating site, then it's ruining people to the fact that they no longer have want to have face-to-face communication. It's all about let me send a quick text or let me shoot you a quick message, but they have lost the actual idea of communication. It actually makes a lot of people uncomfortable to have a face-to-face conversation or to have a sit-down conversation, and a lot of people have become very distant because of that. And when you take a look at a lot of our youth today, they're always attached to their cell phones or they're always attached to some type of social media, so much that they don't go out and play anymore. They don't have any interactions with anybody unless it's online. So I do see where it is pretty much it's pretty much damaging just the way we communicate and the way we look at each other as people. Social media was a positive thing, and it really has gotten fallen astray. So that's really all I wanted to say on this topic. This is my first live, and Sunny and Girly and Big D, I really do appreciate your support because I was really nervous coming on and doing a live. I said to myself, why should I do a live when I'm such a small channel? Lives are really for big channels where people actually come and talk with you. But I actually, it's almost a half an hour that I've been talking, and I've really been enjoying the 2 to 3 people in the chat room. Social media has caused plenty of us to live in virtual reality and lose or never gain socialization skills. Girly, yes. Yes, that's true. Because that's what I was saying a minute ago, that they haven't really gained any socialization skills as far as just face to face communication, talking to people, because they only know how to communicate online. And then you have your text lingo. So a lot, and I'm not saying, I'm not being a hypocrite, girl. I use LMO, LMAO, and a lot of other different abbreviated terms. But I also know how to speak and articulate. You'll have some people that just don't know how to talk at all and use these text terms. And I don't know if Girly Girl and Sunny, if you guys have ever seen somebody just say LOL when they're laughing. And I'm like, that's text terms, and you're talking it out loud, like you're saying LOL out loud or OMG out loud. What the hell is that? I mean, you don't know how to talk anymore. So so yes, you are you are absolutely dead on right, Girly Girl, about the socialization skills. And what does Sunny say? It says social media also being so open, it makes it easier for the predator to study the prey. Yes. Now I'm not gonna say no names, but I'm gonna give you an example here. Okay, so thank you, girly. Oh, you think I'm doing all right? Good girl, because I'm nervous as hell. I never did this before. uh, you had a person tell them to inbox them your number? Oh hell no. What? And you was right next to them and they couldn't talk to you and tell you that? Crazy. See what I'm saying? People don't know how to talk. They're just like, let me text this to you even though I'm sitting right next to you. But yes, Sonny, you're absolutely right. It is easier to study to pray. And I'm gonna give you guys an example right now. And I'm not gonna say no names because I don't want to insult her because we're cool. Okay. But girl, let me tell you something. Every day, this girl has to post another picture of herself. Okay. Now this girl, she grown. Okay. Probably older than me. Okay, and she got some kids. Now, uh, she's sitting there posting pictures of herself on social media every day. Every day, a picture changes, posting up more information about herself. And I'm thinking to myself, you got all these whack jobs out here, and her profile is not private. So if you look up her name, she's there smiling. Look at me. Yes. You get a sicko out there that wants to study her life, they don't have far to go, honey. Just hit her name up on Facebook and you'll see it. So you are correct. It does make it easier for predators to study the prey because you're out there. You're an open book for these people. And I kind of wonder why. Why are you doing all of this? Because you want likes on Facebook or you want some attention, but then they end up getting the wrong attention. So it's like, why don't you focus that energy that you're doing that on something else that's going to benefit you? Because sitting up here on internet posting pictures every day for a bunch of thirsty dudes is not going to get you the attention that you need. I'm sorry. It's going to get you attention, but it's not going to be the right attention. So yes, Sonny, it does help them study their prey a lot better. Okay. And like Girly Girl brought up a good point. People don't come up and they don't talk to you because they're awkward. It makes face to face Oh, actually, Sonny, you said this, that folks are more sensitive to face. Also, the interpersonal skills are lacking. Yes, because they always have to. Oh, wait a minute. I got to do my posing, or I gotta do my hair, or whatever. Hi, Bob. How's it going? I enjoyed that last video you posted about the skating. I loved it. How you doing today? We just doing a little bit of venting about these social media skills. But yeah, it makes it hard and they become awkward socially. Um, because oh good. They become awkward socially because they're so used to communicating online where they can hide themselves. And anybody who is too scared to actually have a face to face conversation with you or even an in depth conversation with you, they're hiding something. That's really basically what it boils down to. And social media allows them to hide. It really does. I've had people before, say, well, I don't know how to really function in day to day life. I just muddle through my day and I can't wait to get online with my online friends. And I'm like, really? It's that bad that you don't know how to function in mainstream society, that you have to hurry up through your life so that you can get on social media and you feel much more comfortable like that? Yes, they're hiding their inaccuracies. Exactly. Exactly. And even with these pictures, because a lot of people say, well, I got my picture up there. Yeah, you got your picture up there with a full glam squad behind you before you even post these pictures. So you don't really know who you're really talking to. And I'm not against women who, hold on, because I got to get comfortable. Okay, I'm not really against women who do their, wear makeup or get themselves glammed up. But then when you look at it, people actually start to think this is the way women should look. Never mind that all of these IG models, tons of filters. Yes, tons of filters, tons of what is that? Photoshopping and all of this stuff. Hold on a minute. What's going on out there, guys? Whatever. That's my nephews and nieces, guys. They're gonna be here with Auntie for a minute, so and if they out there doing something, as long as they're not tearing up or the house ain't burning down or somebody's down there breaking in, I'm good. So yeah, tons of filters and everything. And what it is that people start to allow social media to shape the way they actually view people in reality. So you've got these weird IG models and they're up there looking picture perfect. Let me tell you something, girl. No woman looks picture perfect, okay? So they're up there looking picture perfect with their filters and all of the oh, glad I stepped up. Oh, thank you, Sonny. Looking all picture perfect and sitting up there, and people are like, oh my gosh, this is what I need to look like. This is what I need to be like. I have to have the perfect hair and the perfect body and this and that. They don't stop and think all of the hours that they took getting ready for just that picture and how many other pictures they threw away and how many filters they want to do just to get the unrealistic body and look of a IG model. Nobody have time for that. But that's how social media ruins people because they start to get this unrealistic reality of what women are when that is not it. Step from behind that camera, and women are really, we have blemishes on our face. Our hair is not straight. We're not perfect. But that is the image that they, yep, girly girl. It shows the low or never present low self esteem. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, because this is what I've been wanting to say for a minute, girl. But I was like, I was too afraid to get on here. But you and Sunny are really giving me courage. Oh, you took Nola for a walk. Excellent. Welcome back, Big D. And the sad thing is this, because a lot of people, you'll have some people say, well, just don't compare yourself to other females, or just don't, if that's not for you, then that's not for you. Here's the thing though, there may be some truth in that, but let's be real. We're living in a generation where there are younger people coming up, okay? And they're starting to have a little bit of doubts about their bodies as well. And the fact that we're in the age of social media, um, it gives them an impression that this is the model that they have to follow behind, and things like that can ruin a child's self-esteem and make them feel like they aren't good enough or they don't measure up. And then you have guys actually, and let's get into a sensitive topic here, okay? And this is not me judging anybody um at all. This is just me looking at the mess social media has made for people. um yeah, exactly, guys. Network with each other. Perfect. So this is the mess that social media has made for us, because what happens is this. Um, oh, I just lost my train of thought, but I'm gonna get it back. Give me 1 second here. Um, what was I saying though? Ah, I hate when that happens. Uh, what happens is this: they start to have a low self-esteem about themselves. And oh, I was talking about, we're gonna get into something real here, okay? And this, like I said, this is not me judging people. This is what I have noticed and I've seen. Another way that social media ruins people is that guys look at these IG models, they look at these porn stars, and they look at all of these people, and they feel like, I want a girl like that. Never mind that this is not reality. That a porn star is an actor, and an IG model is an actor in some ways too. Because, like what Girly Girl said, there are filters that they use, there are glam squads that they use to make them look good. This is not reality, and this is not what real women run around doing. And if you do have a woman that's willing to live her life like an IG model or a porn star, that is sad. And that is a woman that is not a woman of her own accord, but just wants to fit into the mold that a man has set for her based on what social media has set for people. Um, exactly. I've never ran into any perfect person either, girly. I never. Even the baddest, I may have a deformity, toe, ear, or what have you, but they lash out to take focus off of those areas and down others. That's true too. And that's another thing that I can't stand. Okay. And I'm gonna get to that in a minute too. Because that's another way that social media allows people to I'm gonna get to that in 1 second, girly, but you brought out a great point. But yeah, they start to have an unrealistic view of what women are, and then they start to try to put that on women that they're gonna date or they're gonna be with, based on these things. And no, uh-uh. And a lot of women are bending over backwards to try to fit into that mold because they don't want to be alone, or they don't want to be single because, oh, for goodness sakes, the worst thing that you could ever be is single. Come on, I'm single, ain't nothing wrong with it. So, but that's one aspect that social media ruins people. They give you an unrealistic view of what women are supposed to be like, and that's not just women; it's men too. Okay, because there's men that are up there with their perfect six packs and their cuts in their arms, and they're perfect all the way around, and women are like, I want him. Oh my gosh. When actually, that's not what men are. Some men got guts. Some men are skinny as hell. It's just gives people put unrealistic standards on people. Now I want to talk about what Girly Girl brought up here when they said that they lash out to take a focus off of those areas and down others. That's another way that social media ruins people. I saw a documentary. Well, it wasn't really a documentary, but it was like a little story about a guy who used to be a troll. I mean, he was a vicious, nasty troll. And what happened was he actually was 750 pounds. Okay. This nigga was big. And now I'm big, yes, but this dude was 750 pounds. And he had these weird abscesses on his arm. Um, you sure you knew at the? Yes, I am new. I just like to talk. So I'm new to streaming, but I'm not new to talking. So once I like take focus off the fact that I'm live and I just start talking, it opens me up. Thank you, girl. But no, I wanted to say this too. Yeah, he was 750 pounds, and he had these big like fat deposits all over his legs, right? And he was on there just making people feel like miserable. Okay, he was sitting there talking about, um, he would find people who weren't in relationships and talk about how good it is to be in a relationship. Ain't nobody was in a relationship with him. Nobody was in a relationship with him. Let's just say that. So he just wanted to take the focus on the fact that he was 750 pounds and ghastly looking. So he did turn his life around, and he lost all of the weight, and he's pretty handsome now, and I'm sure somebody's dating him. But the fact is, a lot of people get on the internet looking messed up, horrible, and they troll other people to make themselves feel better because they're a hot mess. Because they're sitting up there and they know their situation. They know that they're either something's wrong with their face, or something's wrong with their body, or something is wrong with them. So they're lashing out at everybody else to take the focus and attention off of them. But the thing that they don't realize is that nobody knows you. Nobody knew they were alive before they logged on and came on to social media. But social media has become an outlet for other people to vent frustrations that they can't vent offline because they don't feel good about themselves. Rather than changing the way they live or changing the way they look, they would rather lash out at other people and make other people feel miserable. And that's why I say that social media has really ruined a lot of people. If you're not on here and you're not balanced in the way that you view these platforms, then you will fall. You will be susceptible to having to deal with this. And girly, I know that you know because you've seen other channels and stuff too, where people are trolling and they won't show their faces. You know, and they go live, they never show their face, and you're like, what does this person look like? Why are they so afraid to get up in front of a camera and show who they are? But it's the outlet that social media gives you. So basically that's all I really wanted to say. And how people need to really just wake up to the realization that you know, sometimes social media isn't your friend. And if you feel as if you're being overwhelmed with social media, or it's changing who you are as a person, or you're using it as a crutch to be horrible to other people because of what you're going through, maybe it's time to step back, you know? And as far as these dating apps, people need to be a lot more careful. They can't continue to just use the fact that you get nuts offline to validate them getting on these sites and putting themselves in danger. Because as Sunny said, they can go ahead. You can watch their actions and stuff offline, but you can't watch them like that online. So, people just be careful out here. Be careful with who you're talking to, who you're getting to know, who you decide that you want to go and meet up with. I never got that. I never understood why people feel like they need to, after a month or two of talking to somebody that they don't know online, it's that important to fly to the state that they're at, or go to a restaurant where they're at and meet them. And then they'll say, well, We met in a public place, but what happened after an hour after you met in that public place? You went somewhere non-public, and that's why he was able to choke you out, or knock you out, or kill you. You know, so people aren't using their best judgment online, and I've had you know people, oh, do you want to have message conversations or this or that? And you're thinking in your head, what the hell does this nigga want? And I don't care if people think that I am a mean person. It's not being mean, it's being cautious. And that's all that people need to really be, is cautious. Because if they don't get you physically, they can get you mentally. Yes, they remain anonymous. And you're wondering, why are you anonymous 24/7? It's like you go to their videos, and it's like behind a black screen, people are streaming in black, with black screens. What's going on? Why are you hiding? If you want to be a public, have a say in the public, but you don't want people to see your face, and some people, well, I don't want people to make fun of me. They're going to make fun of you whether or not they see your face based on your views. So you might as well show yourself as a person, as a human being. No. Bob, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I don't know about a seminar though. Because you see some of my videos and how I am with my little ghetto mannerisms. I don't know if I can hold a seminar. This is just something that's basically I'll get that later. But this is basically something that's been on my mind, that I've been wanting to talk to for a while. So it's like spilling over, Bob. And I'm just like and then I've noticed it a lot too with people. So um yeah, basically people just need to be cautious out here online. And anybody anybody who is hiding their identity, you know, I don't know. I mean, can you really trust somebody who doesn't say? That's kind of like if you was in the store, right? And you saw this guy with a mask on coming up to you. I mean, and it's a black mask. You can't even see his eyes, and he wants to have a conversation with you. How many of us would actually stand there in a grocery store and talk to a guy who has a mask on his face? Exactly, none of us. And if we did, we'd be crazy, right? Thank you, girly. So why would we want to talk to somebody who has a mask on their screen streams and they don't want to show their face, or they're always, hiding in some way? I don't know. To me, my mind runs so differently. It's like I don't see you as a person because I can't even hear your voice. I can't even see your face. But you want somebody to listen to what you have to say? Nah, I'm not feeling that. So that's why I get up here, curly hair and all. I don't care if somebody likes my natural hair. I don't care if somebody likes seeing a fat girl dancing. I'm doing it. And this is me. This is who I am. And this is who I'm going to continue to be, because I don't have anything to hide. You can use social media for its benefits, which is basically to connect with your family, or just to be an outlet for yourself, for your thoughts, and then encourage other people. But a lot, like they said, the dark web, and there's even worse stuff that's going on out here with people, in basements kicking over people, and they're bleeding and they're whipping them and getting their satisfaction out of it. People are sick out here. You gotta watch this. Thank you, Bob. I am me. I am who I am. I can't be nobody else. I'm just me. So, and I'm glad that you guys appreciate me and appreciate my channel. And you really have made this live really lively. Bob, Girly Girl, Sunny, and even Big D. You guys are awesome to even come here and just spend 50 minutes with me and listen to me rant. Because I got other topics I want to rant about too. And I'm gonna be getting into those. I just have to you know, sometimes I get a thought or a bunch of thoughts that I want to talk about, but sometimes I don't actually say it right. It just doesn't come out right. So I have to actually sit down and think about what I'm going to talk about. If I do an outline, then that's not going to work for me either, um, because then I'm going to sound robotic and crazy. Thank you, Bob. You're awesome too. If anybody hasn't checked out Bob's channel yet, girly girl, check out Bob's channel too if you want to, if you have time, because he does roller skating. He dances while he's on skates. So he's pretty awesome. He's trying to get on America's Got Talent again. He was able to be featured on it one time before, and he sent in another video. So I hope things work out for you, Bob. Again, did you hear back from them from the video? How long does it usually take for you to hear back? Because I hope they said something already by now. I don't know how long it's been since you sent in the tape, or how long it takes them to talk to say something. But that's really cool. I know that you were a little discouraged before about the fact that you only got a couple of seconds, but that's more than anybody other people have got. Some people have never gotten a couple of seconds. um oh, so you won't know until February. Okay. All right, cool. Well, you know that I'm wishing you the best, and I hope that they get you on that show again. And like I said, even though oh, thank you, girlie. This stuff, let me get your opinion on something since you brought up my hair. This hair gets on my nerves here. Because you see how curly it is, but I can run my fingers through it and everything, so it's not like 4C or anything, but it's still annoying. I was wondering if I want to, for the first time in my life, get a weave. I never got one before. I never got one because I just stayed all natural. Because when I was 14 years old, I decided I wanted straight hair. See what I said? See how society kind of can train you on that stuff. I wanted straight hair like everybody else. Oh, straight hair is the best. My hair used to be down my back, and that is no lie, girl. And I put a Just For Me perm in it, and my hair couldn't take it, and it fell out. And I never got that length back. And when my hair fell out, my father hit the roof because you know I have Jamaican blood in me, and everybody in my family, the Jamaican ladies, have long hair. They're light skinned with long hair. So when my hair fell out, and I was like 13, 14 years old, he hit the roof. He was like, "What happened? My daughter in her head." I was like, "Oh my gosh." So I learned from putting chemicals in my hair because I'm 35 now, and I never got that length back. Nowhere near it. So, but I'm tired of fighting with it. And so I was like, I want to try for one time in my life to just see what I would look like with a weave so I don't have to keep on fighting with it. Yeah. So that's what I may do. I'm still thinking about it. I agree. They hide while public. Why? I think to attack others and avoid. Yes. Woo. Yes. Yes. Because you're public, you're saying that you're speaking out against something, but you're going to hide and not, show anybody your face. Because they want to be able to have the freedom to critique other people or to say things that may be controversy to other people, but they don't want that judgment back. They don't want to have to deal with what they're putting out. So they don't want to go ahead and have to answer for what they say or do. So the easiest thing is to hide and avoid reproach. So, I can never respect somebody like that though. I really can't. Because it's a cowardice in my opinion to hide behind the and I know I'm not gonna say this right. I can't even say manipulate right. So I can't say anonymity. Am I saying that right, guys? Anonymity, anonymity, anonymity. Anyway, they hide behind. I'm not saying it right. Yeah, girl, I knew it. But you know what I'm trying to say. So that gives me some points, right? Any as long as you know what I'm trying to say. They hide behind the uh anonymity. Okay, let me stop cracking myself. Okay, let me stop trying to say that word. But it's easier to hide behind the screen. Let's just leave it at that. They're hiding behind the screen because they're cowards, basically. And you know that um, I'm not sure Bob is familiar if he's here, but I know that you know, girly, that a lot of these beef videos and stuff like that, people are hiding and stuff. So, but like I said, social media gives you that outlook. Yeah, yeah, you're right. We are taught that our hair isn't beautiful. We've been taught that for the longest time, and we've been taught that we have to go straight. But as I grew up, I did learn to love my hair, and I still love it. I just don't feel like dealing with it every day, you know? Because to be quite honest, I don't think straight limp hair is all that great either. When I was younger, I used to think that I wanted straight hair. But as I grew older, I started to like my curly hair. The only reason I was considering a weave is because underneath it, you can braid it down and then you can I don't know what they do. My sister wears it 24/7. And so she knows how to do that stuff. So I was like, well, let me try it for a month. And that means like for a month I don't have to be bothered with it because it is curly. Like it is curly and stuff. And sometimes I just don't feel like you'll see me do this style, or you'll see it out, or you'll see it in a ponytail. And I'm really tired of doing the same hairstyles. I really am. So I was like, well, I want to switch it up and I want to see you know, what other hairstyles I can do without having to be bothered with my hair. So that's it. But I do love my natural hair. The second one, the second one what? I'm sorry, I'm lost. You said the second one. I don't know. But I just know this. I'm not going I don't want straight limp hair because I don't think that's cute either. Because every time I wear my hair out and they see my hair this texture, they want to touch it, or they want to, oh gosh, I hate this. Okay, you done got me on a different topic. They're like, oh, can I touch your hair? And I'm like, no, you cannot touch my hair. Don't touch my hair. Oh, you're saying don't put a weave in. Yeah, I was thinking that I don't want to because at even though I'm gonna get frustrated with not wanting to do my hair every day, I don't think I'm gonna look like myself with one in. I just don't. Excuse me. I know this is ghetto for a I know this is ghetto for a female, but I'm having some ginger ale right now, and it's not in a cup. Um. Oh goodness. Um. So yeah, but yeah, I was thinking that I might not feel like myself with it with a weave. It's just not me. But I just got so frustrated. I was like, I'm tired of doing my hair in the same way. But locks is good too, though. Locks can help your hair grow, and it's nice. But I don't know if I look good in locks. I don't know. Let me just leave myself alone. How about that? Just leave myself alone and stop nitpicking my hair. If I have to do it every day and be bothered with it being fuzzy, it is what it is. I've had this hair for 35 years, and when I tried to correct it and get it straight when I was 13, 14, I lost my hair and never got the length back. So you would think that taught me a lesson, but I guess not, right? But but yeah, I hate when people go up to you and want to touch your hair. Oh goodness. Oh, this chat just went out. Yeah, yes, honey. I lost my hair, girl. And yes, it was hard because it was this short after that perm. This short. And my hair was down my back. Yep. It took me a minute to grow it back. It really did. And all because of a perm. Yes, they do wish they had our texture because they I had I was picking up my Chinese food. And she's Asian, and they have straight hair too. And they actually she was looking at my hair one day because it was winter time. In the winter time, it's not as kinky and curly, so it lays down a little longer. And she looked at it and she said, "I wish I had your hair texture." She says, "My hair just lays flat. I wish that I could have wavy hair like yours." So sometimes when we're wishing that we had straight hair, they're wishing that they had a little body in their hair. So, I think it all boils down to people just loving who they are, and what they have and what they were born with. If you were born with straight hair, embrace that. If you were born with, hair like ours, curly, wavy, whatever, embrace it. I've learned to love it and embrace it. And girl, I even sat here and said I might put a weave in, but you know what? I'm not doing that. But I am gonna go to Molly's hair braiding and get it braided up. That way I don't have to be bothered with it for a while. But yeah. Oh, the second way I pronounced the word was right? Okay. You mean anomaly? Anonymously? Anonymously? Sounds good enough for Sonny, I don't know what's wrong with you today, girl. You bringing up stuff I shouldn't be eating. First, you talked about a lemon pie donuts. Oh my gosh. And I know what you're talking about because there's a 7-Eleven down here. And I stayed far away from those donuts. Now you talking about cookies? No. Let me stop. Oh, thank you. Girly girl, let me tell you something. I can't be anything but me. I don't know how to be anything else. You know, I've watched other women and they try to be so prim and proper and just so, well, let's just be real here. Empty. That's not me. That is not me at all. If you're around me long enough, you're going to get a little bit of ghetto with a little bit of class, with a little bit of uneducated and a little bit of educated on the side, and just a whole mixture of everything else. Okay. That's just me. And I like to be around real people. I just can't be around phony phones, you know? So, or try to be something that I'm not. I just am. And a lot of people, I say this way: I am who I am. You could take it or leave it. If you decide to take it, cool. If you don't, then you can just go about your business because I ain't changing for nothing. Okay. And so that's just me. I've been on some lives across the sector, outside of the sector, and I do see a lot of people that may not be themselves. They're not being themselves. And you could tell by the mannerisms and things like that. And that must be really, it must be a lot to constantly have to put on this persona that you know you're not and then try to convince people of it. I'm not doing that. I don't want to convince people of something that I'm not. I'm much more relaxed the way I am. And I just, I don't know. I can't chill out if I'm constantly putting on this kind of personality. And for what? For somebody to validate me in my action? Who is that calling this phone? And it's over there? Nah, I don't feel like reaching for that phone right now. They will call me back. But you have to do jump through too many hoops when you're trying to be something that you're not, you know? So that's why I always keep it real and keep it up front with people. And I am a nice person, but anybody who's ever known me for any length of time, and I got friends that have known me since I was a baby to 14 to 15, you know, people have known me for a while that knows I'm nice, but I'll go off on somebody too. So it is what it is. But I want to thank you guys so much, just for chilling out with me, hanging with me. This live actually wasn't as tough as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be awkward. I thought I was gonna be up here, nobody was gonna be in the chat, and it was gonna be super awkward. But it was fun. It was fun. So thank you guys so much, for basically coming in here and making me feel welcome and enjoying the stream. I did only want to keep it to maybe 30 minutes to an hour, only because I still have to. Okay, second one. Let's see. Anonymous. You got it spelled right, but I can't say it. Okay. Uh, anonymous. Anonymity. You have to put a sound file in there so I can hear how it's anonymity. Anonymity. And then anonymity. I'm gonna give up on that word. I'm just gonna write it and I'm not gonna say it. How about that? Thank you, Sunny. But thank you, everybody. Like I said, for coming to my live here. And I do have to cut it short because I have to walk over there to the bank and then chill out a little bit with my nephews and nieces. Um, I will, girl. I'm gonna do what makes me smile because if I say that word in front of people, they're gonna be smiling too, laughing at me. So they're gonna be cracking up. But yeah, I'm gonna hang with my nephews and nieces for a bit because they're walking around here getting ready. And so, I told them I would get some chicken after I go to the bank. So I don't know if it's gonna be chicken or them them cheap pizzas, okay? I mean, them little Caesar pizzas is $5. Why should I pay all that money for some? If I can save a little bit of money, that's what I'm gonna do. But anyway, I'm gonna head on out, guys. Thank you again so much for stopping by. I love you guys. You have a good day, okay? Bye.